In today's video, I am going to teach you how to convert Figma design into Android Studio. Converting a Figma design into a working Android project isn't a single button you press. But the good news is there are plugins that automate most of the heavy lifting by generating native Android code and assets you can bring straight into Android Studio. At a high level, you have two popular paths. The modern approach uses Jetpack Compose. Plugins like Visual Copilot and Upspeed analyze your Figma frames and export Kotlin Compose code, along with themes, typography, and sometimes navigation scaffolding. This is ideal if you are building a new app or migrating to a Compose first UI because it produces idiomatic Kotlin and keeps you aligned with current Android best practices. The traditional approach targets Android 1040 layouts and Java. Plugins such as Export Kit and Figma to Android 1040 generate layout, 1040 files and corresponding Java classes. This is useful if you are maintaining an existing codebase that already relies on 1040 and wants drop-in screens that match your design. Whichever route you choose, the workflow is similar. Run the plugin on your Figma design, let it export the generated code and assets, and review the output so you know what you are importing. You'll usually get a set of Kotlin or Java files, 1040 layouts if you use the traditional path, and a resources folder containing images, icons, fonts, and color definitions. Clean layer naming in Figma often yields cleaner IDs and resource names, so a quick pass in your design file can save time later. Next, open Android Studio and create a new project. If the plugin generated full activity files, starting with the No Activity template helps you avoid conflicts. Then, copy the exported files into your project. Under App src main, place Kotlin or Java files in src main Java inside the correct package. Put 1040 layout files in src main res layout. Drop images and icons into res drawable or res bitmap as appropriate. And include fonts in res font. If the export includes colors, styles, or themes, merge or replace the entries in res values so your app matches the design system. After copying, sync your Gradle project so dependencies and namespaces line up. If the plugin provided a manifest, make sure its package name matches your project and keep only one manifest definition for each component. Then build and run. Expect to do a light pass of adjustments like tightening spacing, updating component names, or consolidating repeated styles, especially on different screen sizes and densities. That's the core process. Use a Figma plugin to generate native Android code and assets. Then import those files into Android Studio in the right directories, replacing what's needed. With that, your visual design becomes a runnable Android project in minutes.